It's an old story, new again. You're the source? I didn't get it. 1970, 2019, they said they found life but won't tell us. No, not found life, but it resurfaced recently. That idea about Mars, it's back in the spotlight. I think it was 2 weeks ago. We wanted to talk about it that week. We took off. The head of the research team came out. I don't know his name. And another one, too. They said they're sure that next year, on that next Mars mission, that new rover they're sending will find life. They're certain, talking with such conviction, you know. And they're saying, we're wondering if Earth is ready for this news, that there's actually life beyond Earth. That's the statement. Yesterday, it reappeared in the news that one of the old scientists who worked on that Viking mission, they sent 2 Vikings, Viking 1 and 2, to Mars in the 70s. One of them came out and said, I'm sure we found evidence of life on Mars in the 70s, but we didn't take it seriously. They thought it was just chemical reactions. So, those Viking 1 and 2, one of them had small labs to analyze the soil to see those secretions. If there's microbial life that has secretions, gases, or something, to analyze and see if that ratio exists in the Martian soil. They found that ratio exists, so there's microbial life on Mars. The problem is that 4 out of 5 results that came back came out positive, saying there's evidence of microbial life AF. But then scientists started looking closer, saying it's just chemical reactions making us think it's microbial or organic. So they ignored it. Now this talks back because those Viking 1 and 2 results were actually positive that microbes were doing that. So there's evidence of microbial life on Mars. Not definitive, but a high probability. What do you think? I think there is. Every planet has its own Gog and Magog. Mars probably has something living underground. Yeah, underground. You just need to dig deep. They need to send a curiosity with a big crowbar to dig. It's about probabilities. We know there are billions of suns and planets, with so many suns with planets in the Goldilocks zone. You can't say life only exists here. Billions of planets and life-starting chemical reactions only happened on Earth? I'd accept that from someone who believes we're special. Yeah. But scientifically, it's almost certain life exists somewhere. It seems arrogant to me. Saying our planet is the only one with life seems arrogant and dumb. You're treating probabilities like, is there a Mohammed in Mauritania? And saying, no, there's only one in Morocco. That's what you're telling me. Okay, we haven't checked everywhere, but it's likely out there. What scares me, the distances in space, man. The nearest star is like 4 light years away. 4 light years. That's the closest, right next door. We're still talking about our solar system. It's just next door. How many billions of solar systems are there? Get there, you need generations in a spaceship. Yeah, you People born, die until your great-great-great-grandchildren arrive. And it's expanding, drifting apart. It's a disaster, man. They talk about Andromeda colliding with our galaxy. They'll merge, but probably nothing will happen because we won't be around. Some imagine the Milky Way and Andromeda colliding. Thinking there'll be explosions. That's not true. The distance is huge. Like putting 3 pins with 3 other pins in a big room. Ooh, they might not even touch. But something might shift. Anyway, yeah. In the end, the gravity field will shift. Something will happen. Either it will react, or the paths will be disrupted. Things will get messy. But the thing is, a planet entering a planet, or the sun entering the sun, that's not necessarily true. Mars is likely, especially for life in the universe. It's 100% there, but it's likely on Mars because of its proximity. It used to have an atmosphere similar to ours, and the water. We're neighbors, so there's always cross pollination, like with trees. There's always a big meteor hits Mars, scattering its rocks. Yeah. They travel through space and fall as meteorites on us. They might be carrying microbes. There are theories that life on Earth started from Mars. And vice versa, a meteor might have hit Earth, scattering debris. And we know there are many life forms on Earth that live in extreme conditions, thousands of degrees below and above zero. And even in outer space, there's a microscopic organism. I forgot the name. Unaffected by radiation, heat, or cold. It can live without anything, freeze for 7 years, and come back to life with a drop of water. These could travel in a rock from Earth to Mars and scatter. Boom. So, the possibility that life on Mars and Earth has the same origin and composition is very likely. Next year you'll hear, and I bet scientists know, they're not hiding it. They don't have proof yet, but there's talk. Why hide it? Maybe we'll find something. It's coming. One day they'll say, ladies and gentlemen, we found microbial life on Mars. Unless it isn't, then you're not special. Religions will freak. Some will deny it, call it lies, chemical reactions, no proof. But I think it's coming, no doubt. It's inevitable. With progress, it's coming. Soon people will live on Mars. It'll be normal, like a human station on Mars. Beyond theory. The tech exists. It's just money. Someone. We have the tech for people to live comfortably there, but we need commitment from governments for the or richer as people. We need another Cold War. Imagine being on Mars. Okay, Mars, chill Muslim, growing potatoes, calling your mom, when's Ramadan? When's Ramadan? Problems Imagine the fatwas from Mars. A Martian asks, when do we break fast? When does the sun rise and set? They'll say, start fasting with, okay. About Mars, can you use 3 rocks for purification? Is it okay to use rocks for ablution? Or dry ablution? Is it alright or not? It's a real problem. Distinguishing black from white, or red from rocks, man. But seriously, I'm waiting for the day people are actually on Mars. Imagine chilling on Mars, leaving Earth behind. That's it, they're done for. Unduly. Those who board the rocket, the ones saying the Earth has six months left. It's just a movie. Mars isn't far. It's not like Pluto, which took 12 or 14 years to reach. Mars is different. If the money's there, everything's ready. Could we go next year? It's like that. It's not hard. People could be on Mars if efforts and money align and people work. They intuitive engineers have the know-how and tech. They just need to figure out the atmosphere and dust. Like I said, even the spaceship fuel isn't a problem. They can make fuel to return from Mars liquid, methane. Solar energy solves it. You don't need much. You can have a self-sustaining colony, even farm. So this is foul. This is our agnostic friend's question. Can we eat on Mars? Well, if you farm there, you'll be fine. There are scientists, I think Japanese, I saw them in an old video on Facebook. They're planting without soil, man. Yeah, there are those. There are restaurants now in Japan like that. You go, you find just a green plate, you know? With the nutrients and stuff. He cuts you a salad from there, you know? The lettuce and stuff, he pulls it from there, not the soil or anything. You eat at a restaurant. He grows his salad right there. You eat it fresh. Fresh right there. And biologically, there's no problem. Look, man, if you want to go to Mars, take hummus and water with you. And you'll contribute to changing the atmospheric climate there. If there's a green man there, he'll stop you saying, hey, Mohammed, where are you going with your toxic gases? You have a Schengen visa for Mars? Okay. I think one day some people will come visit us. You know, microbial life, we know it exists. Bacteria and stuff. But other life, do you think there's a chance we'll meet some people? Those who say they see them, the problem I always see, is the distances. If we were closer, the idea of going to Andromeda. A year, I could say, okay, there's a possibility. But when you're talking about distances where just to go near you, you're still in your neighborhood. To go to a place near you takes 1,000 years or something. That's when things get scary. And without talking about taking people, let's just talk about sending something. But to take people and take them there, this movie is crazy. You're putting people on and giving them hope, but when they get there, how will it be? That whole journey, we have a problem. People don't live long. Our problem is we don't live long enough. Our bodies are too fragile. We need to protect our atmosphere. Not that, but imagine another life, another way where they don't die. They don't have cells like ours that need replacing. They don't need oxygen. Maybe the problem is another kind of life that can travel, doesn't care about time or space, it just keeps going. But we need to be lucky enough that they come when we're alive. Because the universe is how old? 14 billion? 17 billion. 14? 14 billion. They always tell me 14? Anyway, a lot. So many civilizations, planets with life, they appear and disappear. Civilizations always self-destruct one stage, or something destroys them. For an intelligent civilization to appear and you appear at the same time, we've only had the ability to receive signals for 50 or 60 years. Facebook started in 2004 or 2005. Now we can send satellites, receive signals, analyze them. So for them to reach you, they need to be close, appear at the same time, and have the technology to send and receive. So the chance gets smaller and smaller. It's just a normal thing that we, as planet Earth, will meet some beings. The problem is, you just sent a message. If they sent it, it won't arrive. It'll take so long. It'll reach the solar system next door or even further. By then, it'll be gone for thousands of years. Even if sent at light speed to reach a planet with life, it might pass us by. So, what's needed is a technology theoretically possible in physics, but we haven't achieved it yet. Another civilization might to the point of using wormholes, exploiting them, or whatever they call those tunnels. Wormholes, to shorten and distances. Something that takes 100 light years, they could shorten to 50 or 20 years. Yeah. But they need to know. Is that even possible? I don't know. Another thing that seems silly to me about those who say aliens land abduct us, UFOs, is the image they give of extraterrestrials. They all have two eyes, a big face, greenish or gray skin, and a small head. That extraterrestrial they picture isn't an alien. It's a primate, an ape. It's evolved. If that being exists, it's a cousin of humans, like a chimpanzee. It has two eyes, a brain, he's got a head, a mouth, just like us. Two hands, a body, legs, something between his legs. It's not some being evolved with different DNA on another planet. It's not some creature that evolved even on Earth, far from us. Imagine it was like a worm, like an octopus. No, luckily, they all look like us. Same bodies, same horns. So this idea alone is proof that those people don't exist. Those aren't extraterrestrials. There was that movie, I forgot the name, Arrival. I think that some beings came, but nothing like what you know. The one who is translating Arrival. Yeah. Arrival, or something. No. Nah. Arrival? I forgot the name. Anyway, that movie is great because those beings, you have no idea what they look like. Nothing like that. That's good. But the ones in my thing, they walk around with big head, big eyes, staring at you, and they have a mouth to talk with. That one could roll out a prayer rug and pray. Impossible to be the same way somewhere else and come to you. You'd put an abaya on him, give him prayer beads, and go begging with him near mosques. that effect, Arrival. Like it's like Arrival. That's the movie's name.
That movie is good. Speed it up. Speed it up, honestly. Because it seems like something is really coming from outside, unrelated to what's known. My friend, the party is, and to all our farmers, men and women, and from those who planted, harvested, we've reached the end of today's episode of The Harvest. It went by quickly and nicely.
Thank you for all your support for your favorite program, #1 worldwide. Peace be upon you, my friend. I implore you to subscribe to the channel. A Jew challenged me, saying no Muslim would subscribe, but Muslims will prove him wrong. So please subscribe to the channel to get more videos and posts you like. Thanks in advance.